Scissor 7 appeals to a wide range of audiences and has become a favorite for many animation enthusiasts. It perfectly blends elements of action, comedy, drama, and heartfelt moments to create a truly engaging and entertaining story. But the greatest strength of the series is how realistic it is. I know that's hard to believe since the show is renowned for its eccentricities. After all, there is a BDSM grandma, sexy chickens, indestructible virgins, and many more wacky characters. Their weapon choices, coupled alongside bizarre fighting styles, also brings forth an endless stream of uniqueness. Yet, that is precisely how Killer 7 reflects real life. All the kinks aside, there are people from all walks of life, with various skill sets and complex pasts. Like meeting strangers, we only ever get brief snippets of that history at a time. Fortunately, the creators do give us enough information for the viewers to piece it together. Which brings us to one of the biggest mysteries of Scissor 7 and the topic of this video. What is the true potential of the Thousand Demon Daggers? Due to its nature as a broken sword comprised of the aforementioned 1,000 fragments, most people can only wield it as they would an ordinary broken blade, but it becomes far greater in the right hands. Outright stated to be the strongest sword in the world and to be capable of breaking any defense. A skilled key user can effortlessly manipulate the individual daggers of the blade to change its shape and size, pass through enemy shields, rain fragments down, propel the user, or even create a barrier. With these abilities alone, it's not hard to see why the dagger is held with such high regard, being the national treasure of Shenduan country and guarded by the Millennium Dark Spirit. However, that also can't be all that the blade is capable of, since Green Phoenix, the man who currently knows the most about the blade, says as much anytime he witnesses Wu use it. Thankfully, the creators of Scissor 7 alluded to the truth in the recent season, with the greatest hint being the connections it has with Red Tooth. So let's figure out all the capabilities of the Blood Demon. Like many other works of fiction, Aquan was able to form a pact with the demon, becoming the host for it and gaining access to its various abilities. Red Tooth received a base increase in physical strength, defense, rapid regeneration, sharp fangs, demon transformation, ki absorption, and the ability to partially summon the blood demon outside of his own body. All this allowed Quan to rapidly gain power at a supernatural rate, going from one of the weakest members within the Sky Lotus sect to being able to massacre almost every student there immediately after making the pact. He was even able to become one of the strongest assassins in the Killer League while under the White Lotus seal that limits his power. That means Red Tooth has never had the opportunity to become a proper vessel of the demon or demonstrate the true capabilities it has. Similar to how we haven't seen Seven's true capabilities with the 1,000 Demon Daggers. We know that for a fact since Wu has outright rejected his past as an assassin. He doesn't wear his shadow robes anymore and prefers to have a pair of scissors as his primary weapon instead. I mean, my man won't even hold the sword with his dominant hand anymore. The difference is so noticeable that Blackbird felt compelled to know how the sword wasn't as fast as it used to be. But this might not be a one-way street. For whatever reason, the demon in the sword is also rejecting Scissor 7. Obviously not entirely, since he can still use the blade, unlike Plum Blossom 13, another highly skilled assassin. Still, it has only directly aided 7 in their fight against Blackbird when he almost died. I know it could be argued that the demon form simply ran out due to Blackbird not realizing the severity of his injuries, but that would be far too convenient, especially since there's a strong emphasis placed on how the sword independently absorbed the form into itself and checked to see if 7 would be okay. I mean, this place right here is not of a man who's doing great. Fortunately, it does seem like the next arc of Scissor 7 will revolve around Wu regaining his lost memories. It means that he and the dagger will be able to reconcile their strained relationship and become the #1 assassin again. By being fed Seven's nearly endless supply of ki, the Thousand Demon Dagger will once again become the attack-only blade. After all, how would you defend yourself against a sentient demon spread across 1,000 shards that will quickly drain all your energy until you die? I for one can't wait to see what else the sword has in store after 7 unlocks its other demon techniques. It is a weapon so fearsome that it's easily capable of killing the mythical creature of Zhan Wu while single-handedly fighting against an entire nation of the strongest assassins in the world. There's no doubt that a stronger sword doesn't exist.